Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. Okay, let me see who is already in. I see people joining. Hi, Lois. Hi, Mary. Hi, Cleon. Nice to see you again. Hi, Phoebe. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Okay, before I continue or start with today's webinar, can you guys let me know if you can see my screen and if you can hear me loud and clear? Give me a sec. I think same problem as the last time. The chat box is probably... Can you guys try typing in the chat box? I said hi in the chat box. Can you guys try typing in the chat box? I don't know if it's working now. I think I managed to change the settings. Anyone? Otherwise, let me know in the Q&A box. Oh, okay, it's working. Hello, Mary. Hi, thank you for responding. Cool, cool. Okay, everything's working good. Everything is working. Everything is working. We will just give everyone like a minute or two to like come in, settle down, and get ready. I still see people. Oh, hi, Jamilu. Fancy seeing you here. Okay, cool. I think everyone's hi. Nice seeing you again. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna start today's webinar. I think everyone is pretty much in, or whoever's gonna join will just join in a while. I'm just gonna do the introduction first anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Hi, Neil. Welcome to our webinar today. Okay, hi everyone, and welcome to today's webinar brought to you by IronFX. I'm really excited to have you all with me, whether you're a complete beginner or seasoned trader looking to sharpen your edge. Today's session is going to give you a valuable insight into the markets. So before we dive in, I'd like to get to know all of you a little better. I already know Jamilu. Where are you guys tuning in from today? And, just to get a sense of the room, how long have you guys been trading? Are you just getting started? Have you been trading in the markets for a while now? Feel free to let me know in the chat box. Do not be shy, okay? Please remember that these webinars is for learning purposes, so you don't have to be shy. Yeah, so just let me know in the chat box. Following you every... Oh, by the way, Jamilo, our trade played out nicely, right? EUR USD. I think it played out nicely because I made 2% from that trade. I'm Neil, tuning in from Cape Town, been trading for 6 months. Okay, Neil, hello, hello. Think you're fairly new. I remember Cleon has been trading for like 2 years. Jamilu, you've been trading for a long time. I've been seeing you for years, but very consistent. I love it. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. So just now, a quick but important note before we move forward. This webinar is intended purely for educational purposes. Everything I share with you today, from strategies to tools, is meant to help you understand the markets better. It is not financial advice. It should not be Started in 2019 and from Nigeria. Yes. I remember I've asked you this. I feel like you've answered this a few times already. Yeah. Very consistent, Jamilu. I love it. Okay, and should not be treated as, yeah, just don't take this as any kind of financial. Hi, I'm a struggling beginner. I really made any profits, always losing. Don't worry at all. That's how it works for everyone. I think a lot of people are losing in trading because like a lot of people don't have a direction. That's okay. That's why that's why it's important to join these webinars so that you can get a sense of direction and a sense of style of trading, and then eventually you'll just become better. Okay, so it's important to remember that past performance does not guarantee future results. So I'm telling you this because I'm going to share my past performance or current performance. It does not guarantee that future results. So please make sure you fully understand the risks involved before engaging in any form of trading, and only trade with capital you can afford to lose. Okay? Please be cautious with trading. Only trade what you can lose. Otherwise, don't trade. Okay, before we dive in, let me take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Cassandra. For those who already know me, you know who I am. Yeah, but those who don't know me, please feel free to call me Cass. I am an investment analyst at Rocket and also a prop trader. So at our research firm here, we specialize in Forex and equity research, and we've been recognized as one of the top research firms for several years running. Our team is highly trained in trading and investments. I don't just follow the markets, we study them deeply. We conduct rigorous research and backtesting and data analysis, and we often write the very material that other analysts across the region rely on. So as for me, I actively trade as a prop trader. For those who know me, like Jamilu, you know that I was away for like 2-3 years because I was giving birth. I was pregnant back to back, right? So yeah, so I've been away from markets for a while, but I've recently come back since you guys have been seeing me for a few months now, right? So that's how long I've been back for, and I've started trading again. And so far so good. You know, in the beginning it was really rough. I had losses in the beginning, but I'm slowly becoming profitable again. So actually I am already profitable again. Not as aggressive as before, but yes. So I have successfully passed 3 prop firm evaluation, and I'm sharing this because I want you guys to know that you guys are in good hands. Okay, so this prop firm trading isn't easy. It requires traders to prove yep, I will share my tips when we go to get into the market. Prove high level of profitability and discipline. And basically to pass this prop trading test, right, you need to do 10%. So I've passed this like 10% within a month. You need to be profitable 10% in a month. I've done that multiple times already, and I am currently taking a prop trading test right now as we speak. I am currently 1% positive on my account. Okay, that's really good for me because I started with 2% negative because you know how I just said, like, I was away for 3 years. I was away for 2 to 3 years. When I just started getting into trading again, I was losing back to back to back. I don't know what I was doing. I was kind of lost. And then now I finally like refined my skill and I'm positive 1% now. So I'm probably gonna pass my test. Okay, so hopefully I can share that with you guys. I will share that shortly when we get to the charts, Cleon. But yes, I have tips for passing the prop trading test. Okay, moving forward. Webinar series. Oh wait. Give me a sec, guys. I thought today was. Give me a sec. Sorry, I think I'm on the wrong slides. Today shouldn't be. Can you guys? Today should be live trades, right? Sorry, guys, I am on the wrong slides. Just give me a sec. Yeah, I'm Today should be live trading. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna get out of here. Give me a sec. I'm gonna pull out the correct slides. That slide is for... Oh, okay. That slide is for next week. So we're gonna do Fibonacci part 3 next week. Sorry, I pulled out one slide earlier. Okay, this is the correct one. Let me get into slideshow mode. Okay, this should be the correct one. We've done that. Okay, so webinar series, breaking news and setup, right? Everyone can see, we're on the same page, right? Everyone can see. I think I know majority of you guys want to go into the live trading rather than the fundamentals. So I'm gonna do the fundamentals really quick. I still have to do it though because this is a requirement from IronFX. So I'm gonna quickly just go through, but I know you guys would prefer doing the live trading. I would prefer doing the live trading. I want to look for setups. Okay, so agenda for today will be to trade the markets live with a professional trader, which is me. Key fundamentals to watch out for the week, identifying high probability trading setups, requests for research on instruments you're trading, and join the community. So IronFX has a community. You need to email them and then you can find out more. Okay, so breaking news. You need to find out what are the news you can get on the economic data, economic calendar, and it'll tell you what news. Some news may not be relevant to you. Some news may be relevant to you. It depends what you are trading. So if you are trading US dollars, then you need to know like the FOMC, like all the core news. It will kind of say at the side here, right? It will kind of say at the side, depending where you are using it. So guys, I'm gonna go really quick on the news part, and then we can go into the live markets because I know you guys want to go into live markets. I want to go to live markets. Okay, breaking news. So key news events to watch out for is central bank interest rate decisions, which is FOMC, NFPs, employment and unemployment rates and claims, inflation, CPI and PPI data, PMI, S&P Global Report, and GDP growth. These are all very USD related, but I mean, generally it affects the whole world, but more so to the USD. Events with short to medium terms effect, employment change, retail sales, purchasing managers index, and PMI reports. Basically, when you go on the economic data and you are looking which news to look out for, these are the important ones, okay? These are the few that you want to look out for. I'm not going to go into detail what the news is for today because we want to do this fast so that we can go into the charts. Okay, next will be events with medium to long-term effect. Gross domestic products, GDP, inflation data, which is CPI, and interest rate decisions, FOMC meeting. So this is again very USD related. It's also hard for me to share any sort of news, but okay, by next webinar where we're doing this like news and live session, I might just go into details of the current news, but I can only go into details that are like generally like the ones that people are generally trading, like XAU, like gold, for example, gold, oil, like just currency pairs on its own. Okay, so trading markets with a live professional trader. For those who has been following me for a while, you already know this checklist. For those who don't have this checklist, I really suggest that you screenshot this checklist. It is very helpful. Do screenshot the checklist. I'm gonna stay here for like 1 minute so you guys can like screenshot this. It is very helpful when you go into charts and then you want to look for setups. You do want to use this checklist so that, you know, it's easier for you to look for charts. Okay, everyone good? Everyone need more time? Anyone needs more time? If not, I'm gonna move on. We're going to use Fibonacci retracements, expansions. For those who still don't know about Fibonacci, don't worry. I'm going to cover it next week, which is the 28th of May. I'm going to do a webinar with you guys on the 28th of May. We're going to cover Fibonacci. Please master Fibonacci. Fibonacci will make you a lot of profits if you can master it. in my opinion. Okay, that's my trading style, and in my trading style, I use a lot of Fibonacci, and I am profitable, so I think it will help you as well. So projection, extensions, confluence, and then another risk warning before we go on. Please take this as educational. Do not take this as trading advice. I am not a signals group. This is not a signals group. Anything I'm sharing with you guys is my own trading style and what I will consider trading and whatnot. Oh, that being said, hey Jamilu, did you get into the EUR USD? Oops, sorry. Let me pull out the charts. Pulling out the charts. Sorry, I accidentally canceled my charts. Let me pull them out again, then we can look at it. Okay, cool. I think I've got the charts. There you go. Can everyone see my charts? Let me know in the chat box, because if you cannot see my charts, then you wouldn't know what's happening. All good. Everyone can see my charts. We're going to get started on live trading. Hey, thank you so much. Okay, so let's do EUR USD. I was in a trade for EUR USD. It worked out really nicely for me. I got in on Monday. I made a very nice 2%. Hopefully, I can find another setup for today. I say hopefully because it's not confirmed, okay? You cannot force a trade. Okay, so what I usually do is I go to the 4 hours. Do let me know in the chat box what kind of trader you are. Are you a swing trader? Are you a day trader? Are you a scalper? Let me know. I was a swing trader because I'm getting more and more into trading. I have now become a day trader. I have 2 kids, guys. It's very tiring. There's no way for me to sit in front of a computer all day. So, I'm a bit more available now. So I can go into like day trading, but do let me know in the chat box because the different type of trader that you are will depend on the time frame that you look at. So if you're a scalper, we will look at a different time frame, and I will also teach you guys how to look at the different time frames. Okay, so let me know so that I can show you how it's done. But otherwise, my style of trading is day trading for now. I used to be a swing trader. Swing trader, I look at 1 day, 4 hours, and sometimes 1 hour, but usually the charts I look at is the 1 day and the 4 hours. Now that I've slowly transitioned to day trading, I now look at the 4 hours, 1 hour, and sometimes the 15 minutes. But if I have more time and a bit more available, I'm slowly going to transition into the 1 hour and the 15 minutes so that I can get more trades in a day, right? Because I said that I did 2% on Monday, but that's like 2% the whole week. I didn't trade on Tuesday, I didn't trade on Wednesday, and today is Thursday. I'm hoping we find a trade today so I can get into another trade. Otherwise, that's all I trade in a week, right? But if I'm more available moving forward, I'll probably move into the 1 hour and the 15 minutes so that I can trade more often in a day, more frequently. Okay, so first things first, let's pull out our checklist. The checklist is asking us to look for, are there any horizontal lines? I don't like this checklist, sorry. It should have been, are there any trend lines first? We need to first identify trend before we do the other stuff, okay? My style is I identify trend first before I do everything else. So the question is, are there any trend lines and are there any channels? Let's look for it together. Then we can decide whether it's going up or down. So can you guys let me know in the chat box if you think price is on an uptrend or downtrend? Let me know in the chat box. It's okay, you don't have to be shy and you don't have to be afraid of being wrong either. Again, these webinars are for you guys to grow and learn as a trader. There's no right and wrong. There's only mistakes to learn. There's only like it's a learning opportunity. I'm trying to make this channel fit. Okay, so it doesn't fit perfectly. Okay, so long-term downtrend. Break downtrend line going up, downtrend, uptrend, uptrend. Long-term downtrend. Let me see what Neil is saying. Okay. Okay, so to constitute an uptrend or a downtrend, it's very simple. You just need higher highs or higher lows to make an uptrend. So this is a high, then the next one is higher. This is the low, and the next low is higher. So this constitutes an uptrend. Okay, so currently on the day time frame, it is an uptrend. Let me see on the small time frames. It's very important why I'm asking for trend. I'll tell you guys in a bit, because trend, once I identify the trend, I feel like I would have won 50% of the battle. Okay, so let's say I'm looking at the chart and I think that it's going on an uptrend, right? I think that it's going on an uptrend. So then I will look for a buy, because I will look for a buy, but if I think it's going on a downtrend, I'll look for a sell. Buying or selling alone is like winning half the battle, because even if you are wrong, it's going in your direction. You still have a chance of winning by fluke if you're on the correct direction. Imagine price is going up and you keep selling. You keep selling and then you're already going against the market, right? Okay, I can understand why you guys also see a downtrend, because this part is also going in a downtrend, right? But we need to focus where price is at the current point of time. So here, this happened like, let me see, 17th of April all the way to 13th of May. Okay, so the 13th of May, it's going in a very obvious downtrend. Like you need to be blind to not see this downtrend, but it's definitely a downtrend. But we can see here from the 12th, sorry, from here, 13th of May, onwards, you can see price slowly moving back upwards. Okay, it doesn't mean that it's definitely an uptrend, but it does give me an indication that I'm a bit more biased of an uptrend, especially since on the day chart it is showing an overall uptrend, right? Because currently it's showing an overall uptrend, so I am a bit more biased that's on an uptrend. On the 4 hours, it's also currently showing an uptrend, but on this part, like the latest part, and also if you zoom out, you will see an uptrend. If you zoom out, you will see a very clear uptrend, right? Do you see it? It's very clear. Higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. This one is not has not made a high, but if the uptrend is still valid, it's technically going to do this, right? It technically should continue up and then continue the uptrend. If trend has broken, we will start to see this. Okay, so because right now I don't see any indication of very obvious trend break of the uptrend, I am a bit biased that price is on an uptrend. So I'm gonna write that down. Reasons for buying. Remember, guys, anything you do with trading is factual and logical. I repeat this so many times in my webinars, like you guys are probably sick of hearing it, but it is factual and logical. So anytime you go in for a buy or a sell, you need to know why you are going in for a buy or a sell. You cannot just guess. If price is going sideways, right? If price is going sideways, then you don't know if it's going up or down. Then you don't have a clear reason, and you shouldn't even go into the market. You should just stay out. But right now, I do have a clear reason of getting in the market, because number one, the daily chart is showing uptrend. 4 hours is showing uptrend. So I'm biased that price is going up, therefore I want to get in for a buy. Again, this is my style of trading. I know traders who go against the market and still win. Like even though, look, price is going on an uptrend, but if you get in here for a sell, you're still going to make profit here, right? You're still going to make profit here. That's not my style of trading because I think it's dangerous to go against the market. I like to wait for price to pull back, wait for an entry, and I get in for a buy here. I need to first determine whether it's a buy or sell. I've determined the buy or sell. I now need to find my entry for the buy. If price is right here right now, if my entry is here, then okay, I'll just wait. I'll just wait. We'll just happily wait for price to come back down. And then we get in for a buy. Okay, so buy from my bias is that it's an uptrend. I do see the downtrend here, but technically, if you look at it, the trend has broken. So it's going on a downtrend. Trend has broken. Now it started the uptrend. Overall, it's an uptrend anyway. So I am very biased that it is an uptrend. Okay, so now that I know that it's an uptrend, where am I going to get in for the buy? I know that I want to buy. Where do I buy? Where is my entry? Where is my stop loss? Where is my take profit? Let's pull out the checklist again. Okay, I need a pen, man. Where's the pen? Where's the pen function? Is there no pen? Oh, okay, there you go. So I've checked channels. I've checked trend line. Oh, wait, did I even check channels and trend line? Yeah, I did. Okay, so there is like a trend line here. Basically, there's a like a channel. Okay, I'm gonna there's a channel here. Okay, so channel requirement for channel, I need to touch 1 time at the bottom, 2 times at the top. Sorry, 2 times at the bottom and 2 times at the top. So it has met our requirement. This is a valid and beautiful channel. This is a nice channel. Let's pull out our thingy again. Okay, next. Are there any horizontal levels? Let's go look for horizontal levels. Are there any chart patterns? Are there any, we'll look at this later. We'll look at all of this later, but basically, are there any chart patterns? Are there any double bottom horizontal line? Let's do horizontal lines first, and then we can do clear all drawings. Okay, and then we can do the rest. Okay, so horizontal lines. Horizontal lines are very easy. You basically need to identify swing highs and swing lows, right? Swing highs and swing lows. Let's do it on the 4 hours. This is a very nice one. Oh, this is a very nice one. Why did I choose this area? You now need to look for support and resistance. And another one here, here. I see another one here. I'll draw it first and then I'll explain why I drew. I kind of see there-ish. Okay, you know what? It's a zone. I'll just draw a zone. Okay, cool. We've gotten our zone. Okay, so how do I find support and resistance? You need to find the nearest swing high and the swing lows, and you need to find a strong one. How do you know if a swing high or swing low or support resistance is strong? You need to see how many times price came here. So price came here 1 time. It could not break this bottom here. It could not break the support. So it bounced back. Okay, it came here another time. It could not break and it bounced back. It came here the 3rd time. It finally broke, but it came back to retest this area again. So came here a 3rd time. Came here a 4th time. Came here a 5th time. Came here a 6th time before finally breaking again. So price came here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Now it's breaking. I assume that it's going to come here again 1 more time. The 7th time, it's going to bounce, and then we can get in for our buy here. Okay? It is important to find a very strong zone because that zone is going to be your support and resistance. Okay? It is very, sorry, your entry, your stop loss, and your take profit. Okay, so we found a very strong one. Price came here 6 times. I don't know how much stronger you want it to be, but 6 times is very strong. Okay, it means that every time price comes here, it always hesitates to break this zone. It hesitates to break this zone. If it hesitates, it means that this is an opportunity for me to get in for a buy or a sell. Okay, it's not going to work 100% of the time. Like you see, like here it respected nicely, here it respected nicely, but here it broke. So let's say price came here and you were waiting to get in for a buy, you would have lost. Okay, your stop loss would have been triggered because price came down instead. It doesn't happen all the time, but that's the thing about trading. The thing about trading is collecting information and then coming up with the most probable trade. There is no such thing as 100% trade. It is the most probable trade. So based on probability, I think price is going to come here one more time, the 7th time, and then there is a chance, or rather, I think it's a high chance, to be honest. Price is going to bounce here, and then we can get in here for the buy. Okay, you can get in here for the buy. If it doesn't bounce there, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, we've already found our bouncy place that we're going to get in for our entry. This is my possible entry. Let me just change this to buy entry. Okay, I need to now test how strong this entry is. Let me pull up Fibonacci. Let me, okay, 38%. I do see another one here. Not very clear. Nice. Okay, this is why you need to master Fibonacci. This is why you need to master Fibonacci. Let me show you what I am talking about. Hey, what happened to my... Okay, wrong. The one I want to get rid of is this one, and this level. And this one, I want to get rid of this 2 levels. Okay. You see, when I use Fibonacci, I can narrow down where exactly price is going to bounce. Look, if I just use support and resistance earlier on, I would have gotten in here, in this area. But because of Fibonacci, right, I now want to get in this area instead. Why? Because can you guys see that there is a 38.2 Fibonacci retracement here in this area, this yellow or orange line, and then there is this 50% Fibonacci retracement here, both lining up at the exact same place. Both lining up at the exact same place. So it makes me a bit more biased that price is going to bounce somewhere from here to here. It could bounce here, price could, oh look, price is coming there right now. I might even get in right now. Okay, but let me see. It could come here and bounce, or it can go lower and only bounce. That's why you need to know reversal pattern candlesticks so that you know exactly where it bounces. Okay, so I know where I'm going to get in from my buy, which is somewhere along this line. My stop loss, I'm going to put somewhere around here. Why am I putting it there? Because there is another swing low here. I want to avoid this swing low, so I go slightly below that swing low. So in case price decides to come here, my entry is triggered. I put, and it doesn't U-turn. Instead, it wicks. When it wicks, it might miss my stop loss and I might still be in the trade. Okay? Okay, cool. So I now know where I'm roughly gonna get in for the buy. This is just a rough analysis. Where I know where I'm gonna put my stop loss, I now need to know where to put my take profit. Okay, let me see. Next zone. Honestly, I think this zone, somewhere along this zone is good, right? It looks okay. I mean, there are a lot of other zones on the way. I don't like this because it cuts through too much prices. See, price came here, kind of cut through, cut through. Okay. This could be a possible buy entry. I mean, take profit. This could be a possible take profit. Okay. Well, look, it looks like a one-to-one trade. I don't love it. Honestly, this is too weak of a trade. I usually do at least 1 to 2. We can tighten the stop loss. Oh, the trade is so bad. It's like 0 point. Oh, no, sorry. Sorry, that was a short sell. Oh, no, short. I need long. Hey, 1.5. It's a 1.5 trade or a 0. I mean, depending on where you get in, right? If you get in a bit lower, it could be a 1-to-1. If you get the lowest point, it could be a 1-to-2, it could be a 1-to-4. So depending where you get in, your risk to reward will be better. I want to move the stop loss tighter, but I'm just avoiding wicking. Do you see how for EUR/USD, you see how long the wicks are? Oh my gosh, look at how long this wick is. Imagine price coming here, you enter this trade here, right? You get into a trade, you're like, okay, I'm in a good position. And then price does this, it wicks all the way down, and then it comes back up. So it just hits your stop loss, and then it just makes a U-turn, right? We do not want that happening. That's why I always give like a comfortable amount of space for the stop loss. Okay, maybe slightly below. Slightly below this swing low is okay, but not too tight. Not like this, right? This is so risky. I can imagine you just getting wicked out. Like the analysis is correct, but you get wicked out. Okay, so maybe somewhere along here. Okay, so ideally the best case is we get in here. The stop loss is here, the take profit is here, then we're looking somewhere around 1 to 2.3 or 1 to 4. Okay, somewhere along that line. Okay, I think that's a very healthy trade. Yes. Can I put this here? Okay, how do I confirm? I'm gonna get rid of this, okay? Or you know what? I'm gonna like make it clearer, like it not so obvious. Okay. How do I make sure where to get in for my entry? That's why you need to go to the smaller time frames, because I gave you a zone, right? I gave you a zone, so you don't know where to get in. You can get in here, you can get in here, you can get in here, you can get in here. You don't know where to go in. That is when you go into the small time frames. Okay, so when price comes to this area, what are you gonna do? Hold on, before that happens, I need to pull out my checklist again. Where's my checklist? Okay, so we've already done horizontal lines, we've already done trend lines, we've already done channels. Are there any chart patterns? We're gonna check on chart patterns. We're gonna check. I don't really want to use this one. You can if you want to, but I don't usually use it. Any natural moving averages, you can if you want to. I'm going to use stochastics, RSI. I'm going to use correlation. If we have time, we can use correlation. Otherwise, I don't think that's very important. For reversals, for breakout, we are playing a reversal. So you need a 23.6 retracement. I think this is good. We have already done this. Fibonacci confluence, we've already done this. Okay, so we pretty much did everything on the checklist without need to look for chart patterns. We look for chart patterns, and then I think we're good to go. And then I'm quite happy with this setup, to be honest. Okay, are there any chart patterns? I don't remember all the chart patterns. If anyone remember, that's crazy. Chart pattern. We are looking for chart patterns. Let's just look at this. Okay, we're looking for double top, head and shoulder, rising wedge. I'm gonna make this very tiny. So that we can, it's okay, guys. It's okay if you don't remember everything. That's why there's Google and you reference. Okay, so do we see, let's zoom out and we see any patterns? I personally don't see anything that I remember from. There is a 1, 2, 3, nope. Nope, channel nicely. No, 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 no. Is it getting smaller? Nope, it's not getting smaller. It's moving in a very nice channel. I don't see any chart pattern. Okay, so we've done our checklist. We've done our checklist on the chart patterns. We are good. We already did everything we're supposed to do. Even if I get this trade wrong, I am totally fine because I already did my due diligence. I already did what I'm supposed to do. If I'm wrong, then that's fine because I use facts. I use facts to get my analysis. Okay, cool. So I've got my probable trade. I now need to pull out RSI, stochastics, Ichimoku. Let's pull out some indicators. Let's see what Ichimoku is saying. Ichimoku is saying that it's a buy. So Ichimoku is agreeing with our analysis. Oh, by the way, I'm not gonna yeah. If you guys have questions, I will explain. If nobody asks, then I won't explain. Okay, so moving in uptrend channel, Ichimoku showing buy, bullish. What else am I seeing? That's it. I'm okay. I'm just waiting for more signs. Okay, let's see what RSI is saying. Let's see what RSI is saying. Oh no, I do not like this. Oh no, oh no. Okay, it could be doing this. It could be doing this. Hold on. Okay, I think I'm good. I just don't like this part where it's showing a crossover. I mean, technically price needs to come down, right? For price to come down, this part needs to cross over. I think that's still valid. Let me see. Any signs of divergence? No diversion, no diversion. I don't see. If you guys see a diversion, how is Ichimoku saying a buy? Please explain. Okay, give me a sec. If you guys see a diversion, we have many eyes today. There's like quite a bit of you attending today. So if any of you see a divergence that I don't see, let me know in the chat box because I might miss it. Okay, no divergent. Thanks. I don't see a divergent either. We're good. Stochastics. Stochastic settings, we're gonna change it to 21, 5, and 3. If those who don't know what I'm talking about divergence, please just go on Google and type RSI divergence. Okay, and then you will see like there. This is what I was looking out for. Okay, stochastics is showing a trend reversal here. That's totally fine because price needs to pull back, right? If there's no trend reversal, price cannot pull back to our entry. It needs to pull back to our entry. So hopefully by the time it reaches our entry, this blue would have crossed back above the yellow, the orange. Right now, the blue is below the orange, kind of signaling a downtrend, downtrend. But by the time it does the pullback, and then we hope to see that our stochastics. So this is okay as well. It's not really saying anything. Anything else? Am I seeing anything? No diversions. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good to go, honestly. No sign of trend reversal. Why was I looking for the divergence? Because I need to, RSI and stochastics will show you that there is a trend reversal by showing you a divergence. So if you see a divergence, it's kind of like a sign to see that there's a trend reversal. No sign of trend reversal, I am going to continue believing that price is going to go on an uptrend. Okay, I am going to continue believing that price is going to continue. Why don't we wait at the bottom line of the channel? Because sometimes price, okay, ideally, I know what you're asking. You're asking why don't I just wait until price? Sometimes price doesn't come back. In a very beautiful world, price comes back and does this, and then everyone will know to get in here. But that's the thing. Sometimes it doesn't want to reach here. It could also do this, you know. It could do this. Then now, right now, it can just go sideways, 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 and slowly make its way to the bottom of the channel. So it can slowly make its way to the bottom channel. And then by the time it reaches here, it, you know, it may not be today then. This trade could even be tomorrow, right? Yeah, sideways is ideal. So otherwise, sometimes it doesn't nicely just respect the channel. So we'll just we'll just use support and resistance. Also, support and resistance trumps channels and trend lines all the time, okay? So when you are making your decision, the channel has a weaker deciding power compared to support and resistance. Whenever you are deciding your entry, stop loss, take profit, decide on support and resistance. Do not decide on the channel and trend line because there's a ranking, okay? There's a ranking system. Support and resistance first, then trend line, then something, then support resistance, Fibonacci levels, trend line, and then we're talking about indicators. So there is a like who to give priority to. The priority should always be support and resistance. Okay, next, honestly, I'm so happy with this. Like everything is like, there's no sign of trend reversal. There's no reason for me to think that it's gonna suddenly be a sell. I don't suddenly expect a breakout because nothing is showing a breakout. I think price is gonna come here, bounce, and then we're gonna get in here. Oh, by the way, if you want it to respect the channel, it also could come here, wick to this channel here, and then continue up. Okay, so that's why the stop loss need to be a healthy amount so that we don't get stopped out. Okay, next thing, there was one last thing I needed to show you guys. Oh, right, someone's asking about Ichimoku. I do need to explain because this webinar is so that everyone can learn. Okay, okay, Ichimoku, why did I expect, the chart is too messy right now. Hold on, let me just go to another chart. Okay, how do I know that? How do I know? Okay, Ichimoku is very easy. When price crosses the cloud to the downside, you can expect to sell. And when the blue line is below, this blue zigzag is below the red zigzag, you can expect to sell. It's a confirmation that it's a downtrend. Do you see how beautifully price crossed here and then you just sell? And then now price has crossed here again. So now I'm expecting a buy, sorry, here. I'm expecting a buy. You know how much profits I have made from Ichimoku? A lot. Like I used to trade based on Ichimoku alone. And I've made a lot of profits. You see, price crossing here, blue crosses the red, and price just goes up. Ichimoku is so beautiful. Do I look at ADX? ADX is another indicator, right? I don't look at average directional index. I don't look at ADX. Okay, so the thing about technical analysis is look at this. There's so many technical analysis. There's like hundreds of technical analysis. There's no way to use all of it. So you just use the ones that have given you the most results. So for me, the one that has given me the most results is Ichimoku, RSI, stochastics, and I used to use moving average. I don't really use it anymore because Ichimoku already has moving average. This blue and red line is basically a moving average. I don't use ADX. I'm not very clear on how to use it either, but that's okay because the one that I'm using now is working out for me. I might learn one day though. Okay, so Ichimoku works beautifully for trending market. Break, blue above red goes up. Break, blue below red goes down. Okay, so that's how Ichimoku works. It's a very simple but useful indicator, but it has its flaws. All indicators has its own flaws. The flaws for Ichimoku is The flaws for Ichimoku is that it doesn't work for sideways market and it is delayed. It is delayed information. Okay, it does not work for sideways market and it is delayed. You know what? Just looking at this chart, I think most likely it will come to this end of the zone rather than bouncing somewhere here. I feel like most likely it's gonna pull back all the way to this 50%, this area here. And then here is where you can get in for the buy. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents. I don't know for sure. I don't have a crystal ball. But yes, I'm just thinking most likely that's what's gonna happen. Okay, okay, so now I've got my setup. I know where to get in for a buy. I know where to get in for my sell. Oh, sorry, I know where to put my stop loss. I know where to put my take profit. How do I know where in the zone to get in? Do I get in here, here, here? I don't know. That's why we need to go down to a small time frame. So later, because price has not reached our zone, later when price reaches our zone, I'm going to get rid of Ichimoku. It's just the chart is there's so much things happening. I'm going to get rid of this trend line too. It's like, oh. Let me just get rid visibility. It's just so much going on. Like my eyes hurt. Okay, I like my charts very clean and nice. Okay, so next reason, sorry. I need to put out all the reason. Next reason. No divergences. No indication of sudden trend reversal. Cool. So we are good for a buy. Where do I get in five? Okay, so price is gonna continue doing this thing, right? It's gonna move, move, move. When price gets here, what are we gonna look up for? Will you set buy limit at 50%? Nope. I used to set buy limit. I don't anymore. I don't anymore. I will tell you why. Because what if price bounces here instead? Because I gave you a zone, right? Ideally, I think price, I mean, just from what I'm seeing, I think price will bounce here, but I don't know. It's just considering to continue after liquidity. Is it okay to say just yes, it is okay to say that. Yes, price is just consolidating. Right? I don't do this because what if price doesn't reach here? What if it bounces here? What if it bounces here? But that is a good question. Now that you ask me this, it actually, as I was answering you, it suddenly occurred to me that actually I should just put a buy limit in case I'm busy and I forget to look at the charts, right? So in case you are busy and you forget to look at the charts, you want to put a buy limit here, and then so that you still have the opportunity to get in the charts in case you're not looking at the charts. But my style of trading now, which is a very, very safe style of trading, is I wait for price to come to this zone. And then when price comes to this zone, I come down to the small time frame. So just now we were on the 4 hours, right? So now I'm at the 1 hour. You can even go down to 15 minutes if you want. I think the 1 hour or 15 minutes is fine. And then what you're going to do is look for a reversal pattern candlestick. Okay, we are going to look for a reversal pattern candlestick. Let me look for one which is like a cheat. There you go. Cheat sheet. I don't know who these people are, but they did a really nice job creating this. Okay, there you go. So when price gets there, no, this is not a very good one, sorry. This one. You want to look for a bullish engulfing hammer, inverted hammer, piercing line, morning star, 3 white soldiers, twister bottom, bullish, harami, or doji. Okay, this is what you want to look out for. When it is time to do a reversal, price is going to come here and then you will see a reversal pattern candlestick. I don't know what reversal pattern candlestick is going to appear, but when it is time to U-turn and reverse, a reversal pattern candlestick should appear. If it does not appear, do not get into the trade. Okay, I have refined my trading style to being super, super, super safe. Okay, there are times where within 1 week, I have 0 trades because unless all my requirements are met, I don't get in. There is no point forcing a trade and then you end up becoming wrong. Okay, it's better to be safe and have lesser trades, but you are correct. Okay, so requirements for getting in. Reversal pattern candle stick on lower time frame when price reaches zone. Okay, so price needs to reach zone first, this pink box that I drew here. And then when price reaches a zone, we're going to wait for this reversal pattern candlesticks. There's so many, you can slowly go look at it. Okay, reversal pattern candlesticks is your green light to get in for the buy. A reversal pattern candlestick is your green light to get in for the buy. Do not get in for a buy if you don't see it, because what if price comes here and then a reversal pattern candlestick does not appear, and instead of bouncing here, what it does is does this. Bam. You're in and then your stop loss is hit. You need the last confirmation. This is your last line of defense. If you follow everything and you still get it wrong, it's okay. Right? You know what I mean? Like, if I study my best for exam, I study so I read the entire textbook from end to end. Sorry, I see a Q&A question. Someone is, how do you set up Ichimoku? Oh, okay. Oh, David. Yeah, so you go to indicator. Yeah, you saw me do it. You go to the indicators and then you just look for Ichimoku. Basically, yes. If I study so hard for the exam and I still fail the exam, it's okay because I already tried my best. Same thing. I already followed the rules to the dot. I followed everything. I followed the checklist. I followed the requirement. I waited for the reversal pattern candlestick. I looked for any chart pattern, blah, blah, blah. And I still got the trade wrong. That's totally okay because I already tried my best. Okay, so right now, wait for price to get here, wait for the reversal pattern candlesticks, and then you can get in for this trade. And then I hope we all, sorry, I don't say I hope we all make money because you're not supposed to follow my trade. This is not a trading signal group. This is the trade that I am going to get in on. You guys get in if you think I am, if you have done your own research. Okay, this is a disclaimer. I do not want to get into trouble. Is there any setup to how to trade high impact news? Okay, so I am not a fundamentals trader. I am a technical analyst trader. Anytime that I see major news, I don't trade. I stay out of the market. Okay, I stay out of the market. Anytime I see news, I stay out of the market. I do not want to risk trading news because I am not a fundamental trader. I am very strong on technical analysis. I have studied a lot of technical analysis, a lot of indicators, a lot of, actually my favorite kind of trading style is actually Elliott wave, which there's no way I can show you guys in a 1 hour webinar. Elliott wave takes forever to chart. Okay, but yes, I love technical analysis. I don't know how to do fundamentals. What if it dropped to your zone during news? I will stay out. Honestly. Yeah. I rather be safe than sorry. Because when there's news, right, the thing is, even if my analysis was correct, right, okay, so let me scroll back. Let me scroll back. No, this is the 1 hour chart, so you cannot really see it. Let's go to the 4 hours. Look at how long this wick is. Look at this. Look at how long this wick or this wick. If there is news, you can still end up correct, but you get wicked out. Wicking out is the most annoying thing on the planet for a trader because my analysis was correct, but my stop loss will still hit, not because I'm wrong, but because of news. Because of news, there's so much liquidity and there's so much things happening. Price will just wick and then continue in the correct direction. It could wick so long. I've ever seen a wick like this long, I swear. Like this long. Like everyone would have gotten stopped out. The only people that don't get stopped out are people who don't use a stop loss. If you don't use a stop loss to trade, I don't recommend trading for you. because yeah, that is so dangerous. Please use a stop loss at all times. Please use a stop loss. Okay, trading is not gambling, okay? We do not want to gamble our money. Why do you want to gamble? If you guys want to gamble, go to a casino. Trading is not the place where you should gamble. Okay, trading is where you collect factual information, execute it, and wait. Trading is not exciting at all. You basically spend a lot of your time waiting. Right now, we're going to wait for price to get here, and then we're going to wait for the reversal pattern candlesticks, and then we're going to get into a chart. Trading is coming, spending 1 hour on the computer charting, looking for a setup. Like today, I've already found a setup for my own trade. And then now I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait and wait and wait until reversal pattern handle appears, and then I'm done. Okay, so Cleon was asking earlier on if I have any tips for passing a prop trading test. Yes, I do have tips. Risk management is the most important thing you need to master. Okay. If I have to tell you what to learn in trading, it has to be your mindset first. Risk management is so, so, so important. If you cannot master risk management, it's going to be hard for you to win in trading. It's going to be so, so hard for you to win in trading. Okay, so right now, I think this is I'm very happy with this trade. I think this is a 85% probability setup. I think there's a 15% chance that I'm going to wrap. I like your trading style, Bob. Thank you so much. I think there's a 15% chance I'm going to get it wrong. I think there's an 85% chance I'm going to get it right. Yes, at all times, I only risk 1%. I never risk more than 1%. I don't care. Like, this probability could be 95%, right? But I'm still going to risk 1%. At all times, I'm going to risk 1%. So on $100,000 account or $100 account, you are risking $1. If you have a 100,000 account, you're risking $1,000. So right now, if we get in here at the best possible place, we are going to risk $1,000, right? To make $4,000. Is it a 1 to 4? Okay, it's 1 to 3.5. You're going to risk $1,000 to make $3,500. Okay, I don't know why people have this mindset like trading is going to make you rich quick. It's not going to make you rich quick. Trading is a long game. You need a lot of discipline. You need a lot of risk management. You need a lot of discipline. Okay, you don't have discipline, trading is not for you. Actually, if you don't have discipline, nothing is for you. Right? You need to have discipline to be successful in any field in life, unless you are winning the lottery. Unless you are gambling in a casino, then you don't need it because you just need luck. Trading is not luck because you can get lucky 1 time, you can get lucky 2 times, you can get lucky 3 times. On the 4th time, you can lose everything. Okay, so it is pure discipline. You need to be disciplined. Use 1%. I don't care how good the trade is, use 1%. The maximum I'll let you go, the maximum, maybe 2%. Or 1.5% a trade. But I've never, ever, ever passed 1% per trade. Oh, look, price is nicely coming down to our zone. I hope this works out, guys. If this works out, we'll review this next week. Okay, yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Yes, so you risk 1% to make 3.5%. If I make 3.5% every week, I'm making like 14% a month. 14% a month is like a professional trader standard. You would have passed a prop trading test already. So there's no need to like risk so much. There's no need to like overtrade. There's no need to revenge trade. You just need proper risk management. Okay. That's all I have for you guys. How do I join the trading community? You can join IronFX trading community by okay, I'm sorry. I just got back to this. I'm not sure, but the last time I heard you have to email. You have to email them and then ask them for the link and then they'll send it to you. Otherwise, let me ask and then I'll let you know in the next webinar. On a very small account like 50%, how do we risk 1%? 1% is like 50% is like 50 cents, right? You can still risk 1%. Oh, because it's a minimum lot size. Is that what you're saying? Okay, if you have a very small account, you have no choice. you can go like you have to take a bigger risk because you have no choice. So you can risk, okay, this is just like on a normal day, I would never, ever, ever recommend anyone risking 5%. But if you cannot meet the minimum lot size, just go the minimum lot size. Okay, just risk the minimum lot size. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, David, Phoebe, Jamilo, Cleon, Kubo, Louis, Mary, Oliver. I will see you guys again next week. Next week on the 28th of, let me see. Let me see actually what day is the 28th. Yeah. Eh, am I doing 28? Okay, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm thinking you guys on the 28th. Yeah, so next week on the 28th, we're gonna go through part 3 of Fibonacci and then we will just refine our skills. Okay, other than that, I am very happy with this trade. I mean setup. If I get it wrong, that's totally fine. Like I said, I already did my due diligence. If I did my due diligence and I still get it wrong, that's fine. I already tried my best. Okay. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much. See you guys in a week. Bye. Bye bye. Let me like, how do I exit? How do I exit? Stop recording. No. Okay, bye guys.